1860s, British ruled India. Undivided Bengal, along with the rest of India, was crippled by malpractices such as child marriage and sati. Most women were not allowed to study, leave alone be independent. But all that was about to change with the birth of the reformist BrahmoSamajMovement. And around the same time, a little girl was born in a small town of India. She would go on to question patriarchy, smash stereotypes, and in a rare move, go overseas for higher education. This is her story. Born on 18 July 1861 in Bihar's Bhagalpur, Kadambini's father BrajAKishoreBose was a school headmaster, member of Brahmo Samaj and co-founder of India's first women's rights organization in 1863. Despite opposition from family and village elders, Bose ensured Bini, as he lovingly called her, received English education at Bethune School for Girls in Calcutta, a rare feat for women then. After school, Kadambini wanted to appear for the Calcutta University's entrance exam, but the varsity was still not admitting female students. Following her mentor at Bethune School and future husband DwarknathGanguly's agitation in 1878, Kadambini became the first woman to appear for Calcutta University's entrance exam. She cleared the entrance exam, but there was no college she could go to.
Good morning,
So,
class.
her Bethune school arranged for college classes within the school premises itself, just for her.
We shall be
The
studying
first arts course was introduced, and just like that, Bethune School became BethuneCollege for women in 1878. Soon Kadambini was joined by Chandramukhi Bose, and the first batch had just 2 students. A small but significant start. Bethune College would go on to open graduation and post-graduation courses too. Calcutta University became the first university in India to open its doors to women. Kadambini passed her first arts exam in 1880 and graduated from Calcutta University in 1882. Kadambini and Chandramukhi became South Asia's first female graduates when they received their degrees in 1883. Right after her graduation at the age of 21, Kadambini married Dwarkanath. Since Dwarkanath was 17 years older and a widower, the alliance was met with a lot of resistance from the society then. But they were unfazed, and Dwarkanath remained a pillar of strength for Kadambini all his life. Noted American historian DavidKopf wrote,
Ganguly's wife, Kadambini, was appropriately enough the most accomplished and liberated Brahmo women of her time. Their relationship was most unusual in being founded on mutual love, sensitivity, and intelligence. Mrs. Ganguly's ability to rise above circumstances and to realize her potential as a human being dedicated ideologically to the liberation of Bengal's women.
Kadambini now decided to go to medical school, and her rickets-affected stepson Satisha's suffering strengthened her will to be a doctor. But Calcutta Medical College did not allow female students. Dwarkanath and Kadambini again fought against status quo. And Kadambini became the first woman to enroll in Calcutta Medical College in 1884. She took only 2 weeks off after the birth of her child, so as not to miss lectures. In a letter to a friend in 1888, Florence Nightingale said,
This young lady, Mrs. Ganguly, married after she made up her mind to become a doctor and has had 1 child since. But she was absent only 13 days for her lying in, and did not miss, I believe, a single lecture.
Despite her achievements, some of her professors looked down upon her. One professor allegedly did not give her passing marks in a subject. As a result, instead of an MB degree, Kadambini was awarded the Graduate of Medical College of Bengal, the GMCB degree, in 1886, though it was no less an achievement. That year, Kadambini was appointed to Lady Dufferin Victoria Hospital in Calcutta. She had reached her goal fair and square, but the road ahead wasn't smooth. She was often looked down upon by fellow male doctors because she did not have an MB degree. That's when she realized that she needed to be more qualified to gain the respect of her peers. Smashing stereotypes again, she left her children in the custody of her sister and sailed to London all by herself in 1893.
She received the triple diplomas of Scottish College after training in Dublin, Glasgow and Edinburgh. She specialized in gynecology and pediatrics.
On her return to India, she was promoted as a senior doctor at the same Lady Dufferin Victoria Hospital. But soon, she started practicing in private too. She voiced for the rights of women teagarden workers in Assam and coalmine workers in Bihar and Odisha. In the 1890 session of Indian National Congress in Calcutta, Kadambini gave a lecture in English, becoming the first woman to do so. She strongly voiced her dissent against Lord Curzon's decision to partition Bengal in 1906. Kadambini organized Women's Conference in Calcutta in 1906. And 2 years later, she formed an association to help the Satyagraha workers in Transvaal, South Africa. Annie Besant in her book said,
Kadambini is a symbol that India's freedom would uplift India's womanhood.
Despite her struggle and success, an orthodox society treated her badly, often serving her food outside homes as a mark of disrespect. She was even referred to as a prostitute in Bengali magazine Bongobashi. Dwarkanath went to court, which sentenced the editor to jail for 6 months and a fine. But nothing could stop Dr. Kadambini from serving those in need. Despite massive outrage, she didn't hesitate from treating lower caste women or sex workers. She didn't let her ill health come in the way of her work and treated patients till the end. On 3rd October 1923, 62-year-old Kadambini conducted a successful critical operation on a patient. That evening, she died of a heart attack. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Where knowledge is free. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
We are truthful, unafraid and independent because of you. Now you can help our reporting from the ground. Go to thequint.com, click Become a Member tab, choose a plan and pay. Because the truth is worth it.